Hello and welcome to this channel, you wonderful people. Today I'm going to use the line from Phil Collins' song, Been Talking to Jesus. Not all of my life, as he obviously had, just a little bit. I'm going to tell you about a lovely message that I was given. I'll share it with you on the other side. So let me tell you, before I tell you about the conversation that I had with the Jesus energy, let me tell you about something that happened to me. And it happened to a number of people who put in the comments the same thing. Can you remember when I was telling you about patting yourself on the back and giving yourself some praise? Loads of people have said, hey, I noticed something, loads of people have given me great feedback on it. I appreciate that. And I would suggest that if you haven't seen the video, watch it because it's a fantastic motivator. However, I was on my run. I go to a special place and I give thanks and everything. And I do like a gratitude process, and I just, thanks for everything. I talk about abundance and I say this. I used to say, thank you for the abundance of money that comes into my life. And it always felt a little bit off. Now, what I've started to do is to say thanks for the abundance that pours into my life. And thanks for the abundance that leaves my life too. You see, I believe that the universe works in cycles, and what you push out comes back in. And so, yes, if you want abundance to come in, you've got to give abundance. Does that make sense? So I now am affirming the abundance leaving. Now, that used to make me scared, because if it was about money, I don't want all my money to leave. But it's not important. It's not important what leaves if it comes in. And what I find with the universe is no matter however much leaves, more comes in. It's just the way that it works. So I was doing all of these, thanks for, because I run. Before I do my like prayers and everything, I have to run up this really steep hill, like this. And I get to the top and I say, thanks for this body, thanks for this strength in these legs and, this heart that's pumping. So I give thanks for all of that. But I thought, well, I'll do some patting on the back. Well done, well done. And so I was going through some things that I'd done and I was happy with, and well done for, getting up this bloody big bank. But then I said, well done for the help that you give people. Okay. And I used the word help. When I said that, I burst into tears. Out of nowhere. And what I was aware of as I was kind of reviewing it, I was thinking, I know why that was so impactful for me, because the word help forms part of my purpose sentence, which I'll share with you. I think I've shared with you before. And it's just, I'm an enthusiastic helper. Okay. And that's fundamentally why I've been put here, I believe. And so you don't have to try to live your purpose. You should live your purpose. You haven't got any choice. And even if you're not living your purpose in the main, you're still going to be doing things where you're living your purpose. But that was such a big deal for me emotionally that it brought me to tears. And because I was in that kind of tearful moment of there were good tears. There weren't bad tears. There were good tears, but it was like a relief, a realization, an understanding, or whatever, or a feeling that, I'm doing what I need to do. And so at the time, and I did my little, the little Jesus mantra that I do, and he came to me, and I said to him, because I was like tearful, and I said, I'm sorry for the times that I fall, because remember, I am a good person and sometimes I'm not. And so I said, I'm sorry about the times that I fall. And it's making me emotional just thinking about it. So he said to me, and I'm going to say he, all right? He said to me, there are times when you need to fall face down in the dirt, because there's something that you need to see there. Once you've seen it, then you can get back up. And I thought, wow, it's so true. We worry about falling. We feel bad about falling down on our purpose or letting ourselves down. But when we do that, we get to see something that we wouldn't see if we're just plain sailing. We get to see something about ourselves. We get to know things about life. And we get to learn. And so it is important to fall down. In fact, I've written a song called The Hero's Journey. And one of the lines is, but he keeps falling down and getting up and moving on. And that's really the story of the hero's journey. It isn't doing everything wonderfully well and getting through and that's it. No, it's going for something, falling down, getting back up, learning, getting back up, going again, falling down, learning, getting back up. And so that's what we have to do is be kind to ourselves and understand that we're not here to be perfect. We were never, ever coming here to be perfect. That wasn't the deal. That wasn't the plan. We were coming here to learn. And the way that you learn is through your mistakes, through falling down, through standing back up again. You know, Churchill's quoted saying this, but I worry about these quotes that he was a drunkard. I mean, I don't know whether he really said, I think if he did say it, he probably said it in a slurred voice. But he's talked about successful people. Successful people are the ones who fall down, but then stand up, dust themselves off and continue working toward the goal. That's, whether he said it or not, doesn't matter. It's a really nice statement. That's what we have to do. Always. And so don't worry about falling down. The worst thing about falling down is not getting back up again. That's the worst that you can do. The best you can do is fall down and then get back up. But never, ever are you going to go through life without falling down. So we have to get prepared for it. So we need knee pads, shin pads, bit of a helmet on, in readiness, but not a mask. Don't wear a mask. So we need to prepare ourselves and accept that we are not perfect. And who knows, you know, this whole story of us being sinners, I think that maybe it's just been misconstrued and it's been used against us. I think what it really means is that we're not perfect. It was never the intention for us to be perfect, to come here and do everything beautifully. How boring would that be? So, let's start falling down, getting back up again, and then running like fuck toward the next fall. I love you all. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.